Hello and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to show you another game that I played, this time a 3v3 with drkbeer in purple. He's a friend of mine that I play with occasionally. He's playing as the Lithuanians. I think he went random, got the Lithuanians. I'm not random, I'm Goths, my favorite civ. Generally I feel like my best civ. And then 2high2drush up here in the red. He is definitely random. He went Malians. First of all, I want to apologize for my mic. The mic on my headset, for whatever reason, just decided to stop working. I went and bought a new headset, and that mic isn't working either, so still haven't figured it out. So I'm going back to my old school standalone mic. Sounds a little off, but you know what? It works for now, until I can figure it out. Anyways, we'll fast forward through most of this. We are up against the gray Persians and the green Vikings and the blue Portuguese. 2high and I are in Discord. drkbeer is not in Discord with us, but we chat pretty good during the game, so we keep in good contact. I don't know if these people know each other. This is a ranked game. But having gone through the recording, they do at least chat a good amount to each other. Ends up being a pretty good game. Gonna go ahead and keep fast forwarding. Yeah, you see the other team is already chatting with each other. I'm saying, y'all tell me what you need on each side. I said Darth, I meant to say drkbeer. Talk a lot or else 2high is squeaky wheel in my ear getting all the grease. Basically because 2high's in Discord with me, it's a whole lot easier to hear his squeals of needing help, and you know, I'll respond to that a lot more than I would if drkbeer is having a fight over here that I don't know about. Alright, so this is the first interesting thing that we see. I will go ahead and slow it down, but not too much. Green has already come out and built a barracks, and I will turn the fog of war on so that we don't know. He's got 5 villagers, 5 green villagers. We don't see this yet. And they're coming across the map to me, which is really weird. Normally you have attacks from each side in a map like this, but instead you have the pocket player, which is normally the boom player. He's actually coming all the way across to attack me, the counter pocket player. We're talking about who can get relics. I'm just now realizing drkbeer is Lithuanians, and now drkbeer actually, his scout spots this. His scout spots this archery range, and thanks in part to an archer that attacked his scout, and he lets me know I have company. And that's when I realized, okay, I can't go monastery like I normally do. I delete that monastery, build a second barracks, and I'm like, alright, I got an attack incoming. Gray is freaking out. He's on the other team. I think he's freaking out. I think his build got a little messed up or something, because they used the market, one of them. So, I think he must have been relying on using the market to get up. Anyways, my first thought is, okay, I've got a tower rush. I can get men-at-arms. I'm struggling with food at the moment. Green is complaining about the fact that I'm goth. There I'm saying I need food. But I'm using the market to try to get some food. Because my allies don't have much. But, let's see. Okay, going back over here. So he's going to come in, try to build a second tower, and that's when I'm like, okay, well, I'll pop out with my men-at-arms and my spearmen. His scout is actually blocking that house. Oh, that's funny. So now I'm like, okay, well, you can try to build that tower, but I'll kill all these vills. Now, normally, infantry are not great when you have archers, and the towers do pretty good damage to them as well. Can I at least get this villager? Yes. Okay. Now, I built a house here to try to make it harder for him to get back in to finish that tower. My main goal here is to kill this tower, kill the vills, kill the archers, end this attack. There's only 2 archers right now, and thankfully green is still in feudal age, which he's trying to go back in to finish that tower, and I need to make more units because these archers in the tower are actually killing them pretty good. But thankfully my production buildings are right here, so as soon as I get more resources, I'm making more. Meanwhile, 2high, he tried to do a tower to deny the castle. I hate that I missed that, but it looks like it didn't work out. But I trust that 2high knows how to handle castle drop. Portuguese castle drop with organ guns is pretty dangerous. I'm still trying to kill this off here. The archers are pulling me back. Not much going on over here yet. 2high's doing his own counter castle and walling up. Pretty good play. Blue's actually spotted that. And, does he not have loom? He doesn't have loom yet. Oh no. Okay, well, hopefully that changes soon. Meanwhile, I did manage to clear up that tower. I just targeted that and like, okay, as soon as that's over, I can hit the archers a lot better. Like I said earlier, men-at-arms are usually not great against archers, but I've got the armor upgrade, and I have a lot of them, and these are just feudal age archers. He's still in feudal age at 21 minutes. If these were crossbows, it'd be a different story. Meanwhile, up top, 2high is building his wall, has his counter tower, still doesn't have loom, but this should be enough to keep the Portuguese attack hemmed in for the moment. They're probably going to try to come back in on this side now. I actually clear up these archers, but he's making more, and I can tell that because he's got the flag on the building, which means more are coming. drkbeer is trying to get relics. He's got his first one coming in now. And I think Gray probably realizes this. Oh yeah, the Portuguese wants to build another castle. He's going to petard in here. Okay. And then try to build the castle inside. And 2high's actually already building the stone walls, recognizing that this is a likely new attack point. Still got a little berries left. Gonna lose a few more villagers here. He does have loom now, but that villager is trapped. Oh wow, so the Portuguese was building that castle, deleted it. I think he thought maybe he could break through here and then build it on the inside, realizing there's not really a lot to deny here with the castle. Meanwhile, we're still playing. Now I got long swords against these feudal age archers. Okay, so he built the castle a little bit closer. That's going to deny some farmland from 2high. There is a fight for the relics over here. I think they're going off after this one or this one. Probably this one. And drkbeer spots it immediately and goes and attacks that monk. Good play there. Meanwhile, Portuguese is fully invested into this push. Look at his eco. That's pretty terrible. 38 villagers. Meanwhile, 2high is under attack and has 48. He is turtling up. He's got a castle in defense, stone walls, mangonels. Beautiful defense by 2high. I'm still playing over here with these archers, and green is still in castle age. 25 minutes. That's pretty terrible. His eco is 38 villagers. His goal was to slow me down, which it did. I'm only at 44 villagers. But now I'm building my third TC, building a bunch of farms. I'm going to be booming pretty good here. In fact, I'm going to slow my production of long swords because I know that this attack is pretty well dying. Meanwhile, okay, there's another attack here. This gray relic really wanted Gray Monk really wanted that relic. In fact, Gray is telling Blue's scout, snipe that monk. He really wants it. He really wants to stop that. But Darkbeer wisely keeps the spearman close and manages to haul in that relic. Meanwhile, again, these archers keep microing back my infantry. Now I'm just like, okay, I'll just send one after you. But I know he's going to die, but I want to come back here and kill this archer range, so no more of them pop out. He is still in feudal age. That's incredible. But there he goes. Now he's in castle age. 27.5 minutes. Meanwhile, there may have been another fight over here. Looks like they did break through these walls, but not moving in just yet. 2high is well prepared with monks and mangonels. And I'm telling everybody, look, Green just castle aged, so he's pretty far behind. In fact, he's still sitting at 39 villagers. Darkbeer's up to 86, so he has gotten a really good boom in there. Hasn't received any attacks yet from his enemy. Typically, we fight in a 3v3. Typically, we fight on each side, and then the guy in the middle either chooses a side to fight on or tries to fight both sides, which is hard. So I actually sent these units off to this side of the map because I saw that there was a barracks, and I didn't know if that was new. I did not see those villagers, but I did manage to spot... I did see those villagers, but I didn't go after them. I did spot this monk carrying this relic. I think I thought they were gray villagers. They were green villagers. And I managed to snipe that monk, which is useful because Darkbeer has 3 relics. He's Lithuanians. Lithuanians get an attack bonus with each relic they have, up to 4. So now I'm signaling for him that there's a relic here, and he says, thank you, that'll be my 4th, so he can maximize that benefit. Meanwhile, Gray is actually up to Imperial Age. Blue is telling his team he's up. And now, yeah, Darkbeer is saying, just need that 1, and I have 4, so he's pretty grateful for that. I send these off this way just to sort of see what I can find. You know, I still had these from the attack earlier. So, okay, so this is a pretty cool little fight. He converted one of my longswords. I walked to the castle, but I see it, and I dodged the arrows. Darkbeer's coming up with his own monk to get that relic. If I weren't here fighting, he still would have got the Gray still would have gotten this relic. But I actually managed to pull that monk away from the castle, clear it. Meanwhile, that army that I had that was left over from earlier, I was just kind of scouting with it. Yeah, I lost it to the castle and to the organ guns. So, pretty big waste on my part, but at least I did something with it. They weren't just sitting somewhere. Let's see. So still no fight on this side yet, and Darkbeer does not know what to expect. 2high is let's see. He is on his way to Imp as well, but Blue will be there about 20 seconds earlier. So they'll have a fight for these castles. Honestly, this is really good defense from 2high, and he was. I had him in my ear at the time. He wasn't complaining. He was having fun. I think he just enjoys turtling up like that and then pushing out. Might have had a slight oh shit moment when Blue got to Imp first, but Blue's villager count 58, 2high 73, so Blue might struggle to maintain a push that will actually keep that position. I'm mainly just trying to boom up right now. I am going to build some more barracks. I still only have my 2 starting ones. Darkbeer still doesn't know what's out here yet. He's about to find out. So he's going Cav, which is what he wants to do when he has the relics. But now he's like, holy archery ranges. That's a lot of archery ranges. So he's realizing Persians is going to go trash bows. So that's they have a unique tech where they only get crossbows. So this is where drkbeer realizes he went crossbow. That's bad for me. I let 2high know there's a bunch of archers over here, or crossbows. Not much I can do about it at the moment, but at least 2high knows about it. Anyway, so the Persians get, they only get crossbows, but they have a unique tech which makes it so they don't cost any gold. They just cost wood. So that makes it so you can treat them like a trash unit. That's why we call them trash bows. Now drkbeer's like, oh shit, I gotta change what I'm doing. He's putting down some archer range. He's gonna go for his own skirms. 2high has the archers in on him too, so he's 2v1'd over here. He did manage to lose his castle. He's kept his trebs alive though. Kept his trebs. He's got bombard cannons, mangoes. He's still got a few. 2high's not happy about the crossbows, but gonna get a good smush with the mangonel on them. He's still got a few gebettos. You got to be careful, or he's going to lose those to the crossbows. But honestly, he's doing good. I think he's going to push this back. And thankfully, Gray is giving drkbeer some time. I'm just annoying Green over here with a few units. 2high's going to take this castle down. He sniped that treb, killed all the crossbows. So yeah, now he can start pushing back out. He's going to completely clear this. So, you know, one thing Portuguese don't have when they don't have castles is organ guns. So, that's... Oh, I hope he doesn't lose these to the castle. Oh, no. Okay, whew. Alright, yeah, good. Good play on 2high's part. It's going to clear this up. Organ guns might come in here and snipe. Ooh. Infantry. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so the blue guy went infantry now. drkbeer's trying for an initial push. He manages to kill this castle, but that's a lot of crossbows, and he's got to back up. Meanwhile, 2high managed to splat the organ guns. That's good. Looks like he lost his bombards in the process, but that's good. So he cleared that castle. He can start to breathe a little bit more. I still only have these 4 additional barracks in addition to the original 2, so I need to make more barracks. Oh, okay, that's right. Alright, I have an attack over here, but unfortunately, they saw it coming, or at least they could have seen it coming. I think he did see it coming because he started to make some man-at-arms, which the infantry line is good against Huskarls, but yeah, I mean, I have a lot more than he does. So my idea here is to petard into someone's base, hit their eco. We'll look at it right now. Green has 83 villagers, so let's see what kind of damage this attack does. I realize there's a castle there, but my Huskarls have incredible pierce armor, 8 pierce armor, so I'm not too worried about arrow fire. I'm just going to go in and kill villagers. Green is making the right counter unit in infantry, because melee damage is the way to kill Huskarls. And you know, so that's why, like I say, the the arrows from the town center and the castle don't scare me too much. But I'm just here to wreck eco. He had 87 villagers. He's down to 71 already. I'm still killing things. And this lone Huskarl came over here and noticed a hole in the wall. Gray actually cut a hole in his own wall there. So I'll take advantage of that soon. drkbeer is fully teched into skirms now, so he's going to push this back eventually. I'm letting everyone know Gray is open, and that's going to be my next route of attack. Alright, my attack here is dead. He's down to 67, so he lost 20 villagers to that attack. More than 20% of his eco, so that was actually pretty good. I'm still streaming units in, but this stops he built this stone gate, so that's good on him to stop the bleeding. But that's when I'm like, okay, well, I know Gray's open. I'm just going to walk through here. I think Gray's not paying too much attention, but now he sees it. Now he sees it, and watch this. This is great quick walling on his part. So he just gets the foundation down on these to stop my units from getting through. But then I realized I've got like full attack upgrades on these. I can bust through that pretty quick. So I did Gray, yeah, Gray was looking at 109 villagers or so when I came in. So we'll see how that goes. I actually told him nice stone walls. Nice walls, because he did have a really nice play to get those down, but unfortunately for him, I still busted through. He's already lost 10 villagers. He had hit what, 109 earlier, did I say? Also, in the process, I spotted that the Persians was going cav. So I told drkbeer that there's cav there, so to watch out. So Green still hasn't recovered on the villagers yet. Now he's starting to make more, but he's still down 20 villagers from when I first busted in there. Meanwhile, 2high is pushing back on Blue. He's using Cavalier. I'm still in Gray's Eco, killing villagers. drkbeer's starting to push. We're really turning this game around at this point, I'd say. I've got a few pikes up here to help 2high. These are mainly just cannon fodder. Just some sort of meat shield to help 2high. Obviously, these blue pikes are not ideal for 2high's cav, but alright, so I can't send any more in through the hole. It's been blocked off. Gray's down to 89 villagers, so he also lost 20 villagers to that attack. And he's not really building new ones, so kind of interesting. Meanwhile, 2high's push over here is continuing, somewhat slow, but he's got bombards, and actually, does he have bombards? There's a bombard, yeah. Bombards, mangonels, Cavalier. Meanwhile, bigger fights are over on this side with the Savar, which is the Persian's unique cavalry unit. So because the Persians was going trash bows for so long, that meant that he was able to bank up a lot of gold so he can afford these cav units and maybe even a few elephants. Meanwhile, Green has infantry, two-handed swordsman, I believe. Yeah, two-handed swordsman. And he's trying to reboom, really, because that attack he made on me at the very beginning slowed him down a lot. And then the counterattack that I got in on his base, killing 20 villagers, also slowed him down. So he's trying to mass up. The big fight over here, drkbeer is still playing mostly on his own. I'm sending my units up to the top. I got two-handed swordsman now and pikemen. This army from here will get cleaned up, but I think he'll survive. He's making barracks of his own to get more halbs out on the field. Definitely a good play. So now that we see the cav, I'm up here helping 2high because again, he's in my ear in Discord, so I'm more attentive to what he is doing than I am to drkbeer, unfortunately. But drkbeer is holding his own. It's a pretty good army comp to have, for one player, to have both a ranged unit and a melee unit, but he's not paying attention right now. Okay, so Green says I go. So he's got a group of 15 champions that he's going to try to send up here to this fight. I've got champions of my own. Mine will be cheaper. His might be a little stronger. But Blue is about to get overrun. 2high has done a great job of killing all the production buildings, so no more pikemen coming out for a while. Blue has to make more barracks on the inside. Meanwhile, Gray is going to try to push, but if you notice, Purple and Gray have just been going back and forth over this like 15 to 20 tile area the entire game. So it hasn't really made a lot of progress either way. drkbeer pushed and killed a castle here. Gray has been really slow to push. He's actually killing these crossbows with cav, pikemen, and hand cannons. So he's actually going to clear that up because Gray's not paying attention. He had these Savar over here, 22 of them. He could have easily, you know, at least helped out in that fight. Now he's going to walk into the pikemen, so that's not very good. I'm finally starting to send the spigot down this way with some Huskarls. Green attacked a few buildings or units down here, but hasn't brought these champions into the fight yet. We're inside of Blue's base, and Blue is down to 54 villagers, and 46 of them are idle, so they're not doing a whole lot. He's in pretty rough shape right now. Green is up to 115 villagers, so he did start to reboon. Gray still at 94, so he hasn't rebuilt villagers since the raid I did on him earlier. Okay, so here come my Huskarls. In fact, are they elite yet? No, not yet, but okay, of course. As I go Huskarls, he switches to elephants, but thankfully drkbeer has halberdier here. I'm gonna go in for the trash bows, attempt to anyways. I don't think I'm really helping out that much, to be honest, but thankfully drkbeer has his own pikeman here, or halberdier. I think his units must be on stand ground, because they're just not attacking. That's unfortunate for him. He's going to lose that entire army of Savars. And considering Blue is pretty much dead, Green is launching a counterattack on 2high. drkbeer is saying yes because he realizes we just won this big fight. I've got no units left over here. So he won it with only a little bit of help from me, really. Green is launching a suicidal counterattack. Gray calls the GG. He realizes he can't do anything else. He's just going to get overrun. His production buildings are getting killed. Blue is annoyed with his pocket. But this is actually an army that 2high is not going to be able to deal with very easily. That's 35 infantry units, elite berserks, and champions. I think the cav might do alright against those, but I don't think 2high has enough cav. Yeah, let's see how the cav do against a few of these. Yeah, I feel like the cav do okay, but yeah, he doesn't have enough. So he could actually get overrun by this, but really Green is the only one left playing, so I send my units over here just to see what we've got going as far as what I can attack over here of Green, just to get a counterattack in on him. 2high, oh man, just a little hole in the wall, let them in, but he's actually going back into turtle mode. He realizes that, oh, get it up, nice. Nice quick walls there. I just gotta get a wall here. I am sending a few units, but I believe I'm pop capped right now, which is why I'm thinking I'm going to send my new units over here, but I need to lose some first. So I did kill a bunch of green villagers out here. drkbeer's coming around with the bombard cannons to really get the killing shot in on green. I have some units up here. My thought process was to like kill the reinforcements, which the reinforcements are just streaming right out of this gate. But they're walking too fast and my units are not keeping up, so they just sort of damage them on the way. And 2high, you know, again, just turtled up again. He's like, I already know what this is like. I turtled up to start the game. I can turtle up to end it while my allies go in for your eco. So great play all around. It's was kind of weird this game how instead of a 3v3 where we're all sort of fighting together or fighting on two sides, it ended up being 3 1v1s. Darkbeer was fighting mostly on his own down here most of the game. Green and I had a nice battle in front of my base, and then a counterattack into Green's base. And then Blue double castle dropped 2high, and 2high managed to push that back and then get into Blue's base. So just a pretty interesting game overall. We certainly felt great at the end of this, having won a game that was rather tough like that. Certainly had to adapt with the really odd attack from the pocket player onto me, our team's pocket. And then 2high, amazing defense against the castles from Blue and the organ guns. Castle of his own, stone walls, mangonels, monks, and then a quick imp. So really good overall. Take a look at the stats real quick. Darkbeer was the MVP. He had great eco. My castle time was actually a little slower than normal, but still, I was in Castle Age before Green's towers really started doing much. Gray was with the first to imp, and then Blue and Red were to imp at roughly the same time with their fight over there at 2high's base. I actually had too many villagers. I remember this. I remember thinking I had 152 villagers, and no wonder I can't make army and I'm pop capped because I have too many vills. So at the end of the game, I was actually deleting villagers just so I could make more army. Anyways, that was a good game. Thanks for watching.